Look who it is.
Good to be back.
What are you guys doing up here?
Just hanging out, you know, being friends. Going to France next Sunday with Austin and Caroline. So we do some team stuff, mixed with some game stuff. So be a good weekend.
What are you guys getting ready to do right now?
Little castle. We are gonna do 3 rounds, 12 bar muscle ups, 16 shoulder to overhead, and 20 bar facing burpees, 155, 105. It's retest, right? Retest week. So.
Got any predictions for how it's gonna go?
It's gonna burn the shoulders, burn the triceps, and burn the lungs. So I think my strategy is just to be smart on the bar muscle ups. Probably break them up from the start. I know these guys will probably go unbroken, but it'll save me in the long run. And then last round, maybe take a risk and hang on. Shoulder overhead's gonna get hard. That's where it's gonna get real.
Now, since qualifying for the games again, do you approach training pieces differently right now?
I try to bring as much intensity as I can. I think that's always going to be my biggest focus. Last year, I really didn't train with too many people too often, so that's kind of a change that I'm trying to make this year and force myself to really get out of my comfort zone. So traveling a little bit more in the summer, I think will help. So it's good to be up here. Caroline's like, we don't want you to go too hard this weekend, but I'm like, I need to train with you guys and I need to go hard. So I don't want to go too hard this year.
Travis, how long is this workout going to take you?
That's a good question. I'll do the first round. Between 6 and 9 minutes. Is that aggressive? Like six minutes is probably really aggressive. Call it between 7 and 10. 7 is me feeling really good and going unbroken. Very unlikely. That might be the fastest time humanly possible. Don't think I'm quite there right now. 9-minute mark sounds reasonable. A 3-minute round. A 3-minute round actually sounds really slow to me right now, but I think the first round is going to be like 2.5, and then after that it's going to be 3.5-ish. So it's one of those. I think the whole workout just depends on how long you take to, how many breaks you take on the bar muscle up, shoulder overhead. I don't think the burpees are fast, but you definitely can't be a turtle on them. So I'll be a superhero round 1, I'll tell you that much. Round 1 and the second set of bar muscle ups. After that, who knows what's going to happen. It might feel really good and just mow through the whole thing if I'm okay after that, or it's going to be a shit show.
Who wins round 1, you or Travis?
I never win round 1. Never. The way I see it, whenever I work out with Travis, it's the last movement that's the deciding factor, because I tend to creep my way up, and then it's a sprint at the end. So it's 20 burpees for time at the end.
There you go.
Don't plan breaks, but take breaks.
12 bar muscle ups.
That's the strategy.
Shoulder to overhead.
It's tough with Travis because he usually has good advice in training. I would just never listen to him if there's anything on the line.
Right.
He knows how to
take breaks,
get
but don't
himself
plan
very
them.
fit.
Like,
He doesn't show it off as well as he could. With a workout like this, I mean, what he's smart about is he'll drop down maybe a rep or 2 before somebody else would. Whereas planning is kind of the same idea if you know yourself really well.
I don't know myself that well. I know myself mid-workout.
Can I go slow on the burpees and be fine? Like, am I playing? I don't have a plan. So try to go unbroken on these, and then I don't know what's going to happen over there.
Some of the best advice I ever got was be really good at what you're good at and manage what you're not. So you're really good at burpees, I think that's your plan of attack.
That's good advice, but in this workout, they all manipulate each other a lot. Like your second set of bar muscle ups is going to feel right. Yeah. So you could be really good at shoulder to overhead, overshoot, and then not be able to push yourself up off the floor for a burpee.
Right, like the open workout. That was hard.
An unknown workout like this, I think planned breaks and short rest makes way more sense to feel out round 1 than like, let's go for broke and then be like, please help me. Like, can I have them back?
Have what back?
Travis disagrees.
My arms.
My palms are sweaty.
This is one.
Knees weak, mom spaghetti?
One of us might be capable of going unbroken.
Sure, it's mom is slowly.
But you
Whoa.
might need one or two
camera.
breaks.
You gotta cut that out. He's gonna be so mad.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna need breaks.
I think you need a break, but I'm not sure where.
Right.
It could be in round 2, it could be in round 3. But I think if you plan a break in round 2, you might end up being too slow.
I don't think it's that kind of workout. I don't think
It's
it's
3
that
rounds, it's fast, it's under 10 minutes, it's probably under 9 minutes. Like,
All right, time Domain.
I'm gonna throw up,
8 to
so
10.
we gotta go.
8 to 12.
20 minutes.
I think I'm done with the first 28 reps in under a minute. Or
What?
under 110.
All right, then we put a bet on that.
What?
Under 110.
No freaking chance.
How long does it take to do 12 barbell
We make
squats?
these videos to confuse the shit out of you. That's the whole point. Not to give you direction, but to see how confused you.
Well, he's doing push press.
That's how it feels
So
right
that is faster.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like 110 for the first 28. Now,
Just stop it.
like 110.
I feel like 20 seconds for your barbell squat.
15 bar muscle-ups took right around 50 seconds.
Do you think that you'd be able to paint a picture of what the first round looked like?
Yeah, the first round looked like the first round of every upper body intensive workout, like nice and easy, because the upper body's all fast twitch and not much endurance. So everybody looked smooth and all the movements. And then to me, the workout started when they picked the barbell up the second time, because everything's starting to mix. Everything's really starting to mix. Like Travis looked really good again on the bar muscle ups, but he had that thing where your arms are so messed up that push press is easier because you don't want to stabilize in this bottom position. And that actually does happen. It's rare.
Every jerk was
Yeah.
way harder than every push press.
Yeah, especially at 155. Like that's where that starts to become a thing, because you can almost cheat a push jerk with 95, even 115, doing that thing where you're kind of pressing as you're coming up, but you just a little bit more with the legs. But the workout started there, and I was surprised at both of them with how they pushed the burpees at the end.
Mm-hmm. that Carol?
Oh, I felt like the open workout.
Go, you got it. Come on. Speed up every 5.
Go, Paige.
There you go. Come on. Find that dark place.
There it is. Go, Paige. Come on, Paige. Just grit.
That last 10 is where you got it. Let's go. Take out that extra step.
Keep your feet moving.
Just push through it. You got it. Let's go. Good girl. Come on. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Nice work.
Thank you.
How was that?
That was fun. It was like, I think all about being confident to just jump up for the bar muscle ups and to pick up the barbell
Yeah.
and just trust that like you can do a set that matters instead of waiting and trying to go huge. Like my last set, I knew I wouldn't be able to do 12, so I did as many as I could and came down before failing.
Sweet.
The last 20 burpees was like very, very mental.
What was your final time?
8:02.
Solid.
It hurts right here a little bit.
Your heart?
Yeah, my heart hurts.
Yeah,
Hey, you were right. You came down in burpees for time.
he transitioned so fast. And I had to tell myself to play my game. It worked out, but it was exactly what I thought. Like, I see him the whole time, so I just try to like stay there.
Yep.
And then it all came down to who wanted to pick up the bar at the last 16.
More or less breaks than you thought you would take?
He's right.
You thought you would take that many breaks? Yeah.
Exactly what I thought it would be. 2 rounds unbroken bar muscle ups. And then the shoulder overheads I figured I thought I might be able to get round 2 unbroken, but once I got there, my shoulders were gone.
Yeah.
So I had a hunch I was gonna have to break, but wasn't sure. But I did.
Yep.
And then round 3 was just like, oh. It was like, get to 10, 7, drop it. Okay, oops.
Yeah.
Do as many as you can, 4. All right, take a break. We're not doing 4 again, because then you have to do 4 in 1. So I couldn't jerk. Jerks were harder than push press.
I feel like once you start one style, you can't switch.
Well, I did a couple jerks.
It's so hard
to
for
start,
me.
And then I would go to push press, and it was easier because I didn't have to hold it overhead. I could just throw it up there, lock it out, and bring it down.
How's that?
That's what you do. That is a prime example of not sticking to your plan and just trying to go
You get too
hard
excited
with
in
these
that
guys
first
in the beginning.
round?
You just don't have a plan, then you can't not stick to it.
You don't have
It's
goals,
true.
you can't be disappointed.
Yep.
I know Carol's really good at those movements, so I knew I couldn't hang with her. Not on that one.
I had no idea. I couldn't do
That got hard.
I was really excited when my first 12 bar muscle ups were the same cadence as Carol's. I was like, I'm way bigger than she is.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be even close, but I'm keeping up. Cool.
You were right on the movement, though.
You're pretty compact in that movement. A lot of people rely more on the swing.
Right.
Yeah.
Bar muscle ups got really hard. My breathing was probably the hardest. The shoulder to overhead, it got hard to lock it out. You know, just trying to
Stabilize it?
Yeah, just trying to stabilize was hard. But not a great workout for me, so it's a good push.
Good time.
Carol's like, go faster every 5 burpees. Okay, I don't have that. I did 5 and I stopped.
With Travis, this workout, you can't go backwards with your upper body. Like, so if he had broken up early, he still would have had to break up late. Travis, like your upper body's like, no, like good plan, but no.
I know.
So,
I said that earlier.
Yeah.
I should start by breaking it up, and then you start the workout, and it's like high energy, go for it. And that's always.
You still have information from the workout, though.
Yes.
Like you see something similar, and you're like, I know that I like the barbell and I like the burpees, so I'm just gonna break up these a little bit more, even if it's just to make sure that they take the amount of time that they're supposed to, so you can crush the other stuff.
As a training piece, I think you did it right. If you see that come up when something's on the line, you have to figure out how to make it 30 seconds faster by taking some breaks.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Find out where the break is supposed to be.
Or before.
Yeah.
Where the break needs.
Yeah.